Welcome to the Jay and Cody Show.
This is Jay and Cody.
Welcome to the show. This is the Jay and Cody Show. How's everyone doing today?
Wonderful.
Okay, I like the enthusiasm.
Yeah, fantastic. Fucking loving life.
It's just all around enthusiasm.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
You guys need some sweet
Very
tea, right?
exhilarating weekend, we'll say.
Really?
Yeah. Had about 2 hours sleep.
Really?
Not last night, but the night before. And had to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely awesome.
What were you doing all night?
Other things.
Oh.
No comment on the subject yet.
You're getting your pole shined?
Probably not. What about you?
Tired. No. Did my other show now. I'm now an official member of the Metapocalypse team.
Nice.
It's cool.
Very nice.
Oh, so what you're saying is you're leaving us.
No, I mean not until Wes and anymore. No, I think it's important to have one big family so we can especially get in line with the right of center guys because they're making money now.
Off your ideas. So
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of my idea to start this whole empire thing to begin with.
Like, this guy's got a great idea. Let's see how we can make it even better.
That's where you throw your money like on one horse and then the other one wins and you're like, fuck! Why didn't I ride his curtail? Why am I going off the east back?
Wasn't that your horse anyway?
It kind of was.
Both were your
Kind of,
horses.
yeah. Kind of was.
Damn.
I know.
So
Life sucks and then you die.
Like, if there's a way to lose, I figure it out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So not a very exciting weekend for you?
I don't know. I didn't really do too much. Like I said, I just did the shows. Did a quick 15 at the
Looney Bin?
Yes. While I was hanging out with those guys, I played a lot of Final Fantasy.
Very nice. Very nice.
Final Fantasy. It's such a huge game. You want to realize just how big it is.
Hey, so I got a question for you about Final Fantasy real quick. Just because I saw a video the other day about it. Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, but yeah, go ahead.
What?
Well, that's not the big whatever.
No, I know. I was just wondering. It was this video about 10 optional super bosses who will just totally kick your ass. What's the name? It's basically a mountain. You know the one I'm talking about?
Everest. Oh.
I don't know.
Adamantos or Adamantium. It's a giant turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the size of, he is gigantic.
Yeah, and I was watching a little bit of gameplay on that. Did you ever, did you beat him?
Not yet.
Really?
You have to be, a level 100 or something.
Okay.
And I kind of, I was kind of surprised you didn't actually see a video of Final Fantasy 14, because that's the one.
Really?
The online. There's been so many things. There's actually a really hilarious video. It's basically what happened. Some of us, which I don't know if the numbers are right here, but someone said about 70% of the community got early access because we're addicted to it. We pre-ordered and did the whole.
So it's not even early access at that point. It's just
kind of not. That was kind of one of the arguments. But as far as Square is considered, it didn't have an official launch yet. Anyway, when the early access started, it was it's 10 black dudes trying to get into games now. You know, only 2 of them got in. You know?
Only 2.
And I mean, I remember when I was late too, because, I had a show. It came out Friday morning at 2 a.m. That's when it first opened, yeah. Not this Friday, but last Friday. I had a show, no, it was show prep. I just did show prep, with the Right of Center guys. And, then I went to work, and then I went and did the actual show, and I got home at 10 o'clock that night, and I tried to get on, and it was still, I was in a queue of 1,200 people. So that means there's 1,200 people waiting to get in.
Oh my god.
But like, there's this great video I saw of there's like Hitler reacting to the to the pre-release launch, and he's like in German, like where he's in that table with all the Germans and everything, and I think they're actually telling him he's losing the war, but all the subtitles are just like, so you got a guy, but you're 5,000 IQ, and he starts cussing, and like at the end, it's like, I'll go do stupid storage, but it's just hilarious, like the whole like 3-minute video of them like.
Have you ever actually seen that movie, by the way?
No.
It's really, I cannot remember the name of it. It's actually really good. Because, like, a few years ago, that was one of the big memes that people would joke around about. And I was like, I'm going to watch this movie. It's actually pretty good.
I don't know if I could do that.
It's not that bad, really. It's funny because one of the best movies I've ever seen, and best in a cheesy standpoint, by the way, not like, wow, this was really well put together. It was a Norwegian zombie film. It was Dead Snow. And I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I've seen Dead Snow.
I liked it just because it was. I really get a kick out of the really poor movies, like the B movies and like giant shark.
I remember that age.
Yeah.
No, it's weird. Everyone goes through that. Like, I would say like 16 to like 22.
Yeah.
You like love shitty. I remember actually looking up like zombie beavers or something.
Zombievers?
Yeah.
I just watched that like 4 months ago.
And then the other one, had Jenna Jameson in it, I think. She was a stripper.
So that's why you watched it.
That was horrible. I mean, there's titties, but I don't care. Like
that bad.
It was unwatchable. Like you want to get like those where you can kind of still like watch it, but it's still like awfully horrible.
Huh. So
if you want to watch a good movie though, Troll Hunter.
Troll Hunter?
Troll Hunter is the shit.
Oh, they're hunting giant trolls, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just watched that like last December, I think.
Yeah, it's been out for a minute. But it's one of those movies that like
it was really good.
Yeah, not a lot of people paid attention.
I had never heard, and I think it has a low rating too, if I remember right. I think that's why we watched it. To be honest, we had some people over like, "Oh, this looks pretty shitty. Let's watch this," and it actually turned out to be really good.
Like, holy fuck, this is amazing. Snowpiercer was another one.
I haven't seen that one.
That like it looked really shitty. It's about like the last couple hundred people alive are in a train flying around the world. They don't want to stop because like basically like a nuke went off or something I don't really know what happened, but something happened. It's uninhabitable.
So a cop-out Judgment Day thing.
Kind of. But they're all stuck in a train and they're like deciphering like who's the I should say it's the people in first class and the engineer and all those people. They're like they're the top echelon and all the people below. But it's actually like a really good movie. That was gonna be shitty, but it was really good.
Is it on Netflix?
I believe so.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds kind of cool. Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what they call the train. And I might be giving someone's probably my new friend of the show, Peggy. Is probably like, holy shit, you guys are wrong about this story. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
She's one of those.
Not so far. She's been really nice, but it's been really weird.
Why?
Okay, like I was telling Gabe.
I think it's funny how you got a new fan. You're like shit talking her on air.
No,
Peggy.
She's cool. Whatever. She's nicer to me than my mom. Is my point.
Oh.
Like she's an older black lady.
Okay.
Which is not what I would consider people who would
Let's
listen
hope
to our
your mom
show.
doesn't listen to this.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I did a whole show about how like the N-word should be used.
Yeah.
Not freely. I'm just saying one group or the other.
Sorry, Peggy.
Either everyone or nobody. That's my point. But how did she start talking to me? But it's like nothing creepy. But it's just like today she sent me a message. Hey, hope you have a great day. keep doing the good work, or keep doing the good work. Okay.
Oh, she's a gold digger.
She's way too old.
That's true.
Like, no offense, Peggy, but I mean,
At least she likes you. Got something going for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like probably 30 years younger.
I mean, is she cute? Wait, 30?
I'm sure.
Oh, snap.
I mean,
Maybe not.
I'll,
Again, no offense, Peggy.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm
you're
sure
awesome.
I'm sure you're the tits.
We love you. We love you as a fan, whatever. But here.
She's like our first real fan.
Oh
and,
shit! She tried to add me on Facebook the other day and I declined it because I didn't know who she was.
Oh,
yeah. I'm sorry, Peggy. If you're hearing this, I apologize.
She's a nice person.
I'm surprised she added me on Facebook, not Twitter, because I've never given out my last name on it.
You do promote though, don't you?
That's true.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, but still, how would she have seen it? I mean, chances of her seeing it on the post, I don't know. Unless, how many Cody friends do you have on your Facebook?
Oh, you're the only one.
Okay, that could probably.
He only has
That's
like 4
probably
friends
a lot
on there.
of it.
Yeah. And you say Jewy looking guy.
And you're right. One of 4 friends. Yeah.
1 of 4 friends. See,
You just say
me,
75%
Peggy,
of us
and
are
I don't know who the other one
Peggy.
is. Christine. Yeah,
Peggy's
that's who
part
it
of the
is.
family now.
He's part of my.
You know what?
friends.
Okay, it's official. We need to have Peggy on the show.
How do you call in Peggy?
We need to have her in. I mean, like, we're gonna fly her out.
Fly her out.
Peggy is gonna light up the
just to
studio
be there,
with
just to talk to her.
us. What's
She'll
up,
probably
Peggy?
make
How
the
you
show
doing?
blow up.
Well, see, now I gotta go back and add her
You should.
because I was like, I remember I was actually at the hospital.
She's probably gonna decline your friend request now.
Probably, but I was at the
I would
hospital.
if I
I was
was
in a
her.
bad mood, so I was like, I'm so fucking sick. I told my friend, I was like, I'm so fucking sick of these fake people adding me or people I don't know. So I just declined it, and now I feel really bad.
The thing is, like, I thought about that too. Christine was the one talking to me about, like, well, you gotta add because at this point you're promoting on, like, there's, like, we go to, Occupy Democrats.
Yeah, that's the big one.
99%. Like, all those, like, of course we're not gonna know these people.
Yeah, I know, and I haven't been thinking about that either because I have gotten a few, but some of them are pretty obviously fake.
Some of them.
Like, if it's a really hot girl, I know it's not real.
Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. But if it's...
Don't say it.
Right, I'm not going to. Just saying, if it has but looks like it's got, you know, like, you don't know. I mean, like, I don't know, like an African-American Caitlyn Jenner. You don't know.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
No, but Christine actually scolded me. She's like, well, you want to get big and you want people to listen to it and you want all this stuff. And she's like, but you're not adding people. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
And
like, well, your mom's not going to promote this for you.
And it's true.
Well, she should.
I realized it with like my music and stuff. There's actually people that I really dislike that actually have liked my stuff and all that. And I'm like, all right, well, just promote it to everybody, like them or not.
Yeah, even people you used to work with, people like all those people you got to start adding. You got. Here's the thing. I need a social media manager. I get a lot of attention on Twitter when I'm active, but I'm active like maybe every 3 days.
More than I.
You need to.
I just don't.
Oh shit! You got more time than that. Come on, man.
I wish. I mean, for one, take priority number 1, which is Final Fantasy. Stormblood. I mean, I gotta hit 70, bitch. I mean, what are you gonna do?
You've been at 69 for what? How many
Stormblood.
months?
It's a new expansion. I mean, my guild, they're gonna. What are they gonna do if I don't get to 70? You know?
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I mean, kind of.
kind of not though.
If anyone in the guild's listening, I'm kidding. You guys are my number 1 priority. And in fact, I got a couple followers.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Because I promoted on the guild, you know.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But you know, the kid, I got now 2 fucking podcasts.
2 kids? Oh.
Thank God. Fuck that. Jesus Christ.
I got a.
You're talking shit now?
No, I don't know, like, what, it's kind of like dating a really hot chick. Like, hey, I'm proud of you, you can do it, but God, no, I wouldn't do that shit. Maintenance, upkeep, they're fucking horrible. Like, I've never met a hot chick that's not a horrible person. Either they love drama or they love money. I'm not either one of those.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm telling you. There's gotta be something wrong with you if, like, you're really hot and you want to date one of us.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I mean, I'm talking like a 10, you know, I'm not saying like anyone
Right,
else,
yeah.
You know.
That's where you go with the 9.5.
I find my wife very attractive, but I know she's no, like, 10 or anything, you
You're all hard. You're just digging a grave. You got Peggy pissed off at you. Your wife. Your mom probably.
My mom loves me. Okay?
Yeah, so next week on the show, it's just gonna be me and Cody.
Yeah.
I will be dead.
Yes,
Okay,
you'll
I'll
be
be-
dead,
I'll be-
buried 6 feet under.
I'll be
and
moved
who
in with like
knows
someone
where.
from my guild. 'Cause I'm talking nice to them. Come to live with you, Panda.
Panda.
I don't know his real name.
Well, I'd hope not.
I mean, I know his social security number.
That doesn't mean anything, does it?
No. So, we had a really scary moment this last week as a Democrat.
Okay.
We almost won in Georgia. Like, oh my God, what would we do if we actually won something?
In Georgia.
I mean, I'm so glad that we didn't, because it was scary, you know, like...
Why are you glad?
I mean, I'm guessing we've been trying not to win all this time. Like, we haven't won. Trump has been in office for 8 months, 9 months. People hate him. People are like, fuck Trump. And like 32% of the country actually likes him. But Democrats still can't win a fucking election.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm guessing we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, and I'm perplexed by this whole thing. How do Republicans keep winning elections, but like none of their bills are popular?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how many people have protested and been like, "Well, I'm for Trump, but if he takes my healthcare away, fuck that." And I mean, that's coming from hardcore Republicans saying that.
I kind of wonder if it's not so much that Democrats are more occupied doing social work rather than focusing on political.
They dumped like $200 and some million into this election.
Damn.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money. To lose
Okay,
in
well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it literally comes down to like, for some reason, like when people are voting, they're like, I want the Republican. And then the Republican writes a bill, they're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that. Like, but what are people expecting? Like, how are they winning this way?
I have no idea. It's actually a great question. Like, everything should point to, like, are you not tired of your Republicans screwing you?
Or just the bills themselves. Like,
Right.
what's actually coming out of them? Like, people are not...
Yeah.
I mean, remember the bathroom bill? People
Yeah.
were like, what the fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, of course there's a pocket of people who are like, no, fuck transgenders. They're gonna rape my kid.
Right.
But for the most part, most of the state was like, no, overturn that shit.
Yeah.
Yet the majority, for some reason, is voting for...
Maybe it's just where it's at. It's just been...
But it was the majority of North Carolina that was like, reverse the bill. Or South Carolina, wherever it.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean, I think some of it came after.
But I mean, as far as Democrats winning, like, elections,
well,
that's what I'm talking about, like, where it's taking place.
right. No, and I understand what you're saying. But even in those places, they have like this big Democratic kind of pull.
Yeah, and you would just kind of think, like, well, okay, the last few Republicans haven't been that great. Maybe we should just... And I think a lot of it comes down to party over people. Even on a small scale, you know, in states by themselves, not even like the president, I think it comes down to party over people. They refuse to vote for a Democrat because he's a Democrat.
I think you might be onto something.
It's just, no matter how many times the Republicans screw him over, they can't just be like, well, maybe the Democrat will do better.
And after they, you know, after the Republican fucks up and does something they don't like, then the people are, you know, oh, fuck him, I don't like him. But the next fucking election, they will still vote.
Brownback is a great example of that.
Yes, Brownback
Brownback.
is the biggest
Oh, yeah.
here in Kansas.
Oh
How
my
the
gosh.
How
Like,
the fuck?
I was
is he still?
disgusted by Kansas after he
Oh, I
won
know.
this last time.
I know.
There were people talking about impeachment.
And what I still is such an anomaly to me is that after he got elected and all this stuff, I went, you know, I was talking to people, I was like, oh, so did you vote for Brownback? They're like, fuck no. Everyone I talked to was like, no, fuck
no,
that.
fuck him.
Who voted for him then?
The Russians?
Right? How did he
Maybe
get
that's who's
back
behind
in?
all of it.
And
So
I wonder
you
if
vote
they're
for our
lying,
own
like,
people?
oh yeah, I voted for him, but he's doing such a bad job now. It's like, because he wasn't doing a bad job before.
I mean, I respect people like Gabe and
I don't respect Gabe.
I mean,
Not after what I've done.
I just see
not
him
on a
as
sexual level.
I just see him
Oh.
as a walking glory hole.
Like I said, not on a sexual level. I mean, on an integrity level. No, Gabe.
Every time Cody sees a hole, he goes up to it.
It's true.
Drop it in, Mom.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
Who was the other person we know that openly admitted?
Wes.
No. Wes is not. He's still. Christine can't vote. Felons,
Oh yeah.
felons can't vote.
It's because
I'm not a felon.
It's because she's been to prison.
Yeah. I've never been to prison.
She's not here to smack you this time.
Someone else, I don't know. There was another person that we talked to, a female though. I don't remember who. But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I voted for Trump, but I wish I had. Like, I respect those people who are like, yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Instead of
Trying to make excuses for it.
With Kansas, I haven't met a single person that's voted for Brownback.
Oh, I know.
I know. Everybody talks literally so much shit on him.
Yeah.
And yeah, how does he get reelected?
I don't get the people. Like, is your ego that big that you can't just admit you're wrong?
Yeah, I know.
Like, you're one of the 32%. I think it, and the funny thing is, I think if more people were honest with themselves, that number would plummet even more. Like, if people were just honest with themselves and admit that they fucked up, that would go from like 32 to 5.
You know, some of them, but like, and I try not to do this. Sometimes I do to like distract myself. Like, if I feel shitty or something like that, I will engage in one of the many Facebook fights that I have just waiting.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know when it was. I'm not even sure why I was trying to distract myself. I was having something going on. It was like a weird pain or something, and I can't remember. But I spent like 2 hours fighting this woman on Facebook. She's a scientist from Florida, rich, older woman. You could tell, I mean, no offense, but kind of look like your mom. You know, like that, like well-to-do woman.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously, like they own like a yacht. You know, like very.
Right.
But like I just kept going back and forth with her. Never could she ever like defend anything. You know, like I was like talking about how shitty it was with the Paris Accord. I'm like, well, you know, Trump loves minors so much, but then why the hell did he stop funding ARC? And what's ARC? Well, if you don't know, ARC is the program that actually helps like coal miners and stuff find different jobs outside of it.
Yeah.
Like, it does really well. Like, they would take a bunch of coal miners and turn them into programmers. Like, that much education and stuff. No, he defunded that. Trying to like, you know, who was it? Scott Hewitt, who said like, oh, we've got 248,000 more jobs in coal. Well, if you look into it, there's only 51,000 jobs in coal. Period. Like, and that's all that's been there. It's grown about 1,400.
Nice.
Yeah. So somehow he got 48,000 out of 1,000.
Okay.
But like, yeah, there's just not the jobs. There's like 50,000 jobs maybe in that. As where, you know, environment, there's like 270,000 that are gonna be lost. But I don't know, like, these people just won't admit, like, we'll just, and the thing they always say, just give him a chance. Like, damn a fucking year, I'm not happy with anything he's doing.
And it disappoints me when a scientist is so blind to it. Like, it's your job. Your job is based off of facts.
Well,
and they don't want to be wrong.
The thing is that she says, well, I don't buy into the whole propaganda of climate change.
Well,
it's not fucking propaganda, bitch. Like, this shit's happening.
I think.
And in Florida is an interesting spot that she doesn't believe it because Florida's going under.
Yeah.
Literally, they're going into the ocean.
Actively flooding.
Yeah.
Speaking of weather, real quick, has anyone heard about the hurricane?
No.
Do you have any updates on that?
No.
I
didn't know there was a hurricane.
Wow, okay, I was about to say I'm a secular douche who doesn't care about anyone else, so I haven't really looked into it, but apparently
I didn't realize. I'm actually surprised.
You're surprised that there's a hurricane?
No, I'm surprised that I haven't heard about it.
Oh.
Is it over in like the
I have no idea.
Eastern.
Oh no, it was down in Louisiana. Like Louisiana, Texas.
Like the tropical storm?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, not
Yeah, that's what
hurricane.
it's.
I heard about the tropical storm, but
Cynthia,
hurricane is a
whoever
little
that is.
different. Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was still causing problems or people dying or I just didn't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was just a throw up kind of thing.
People are always dying.
Well,
Yeah.
they're listening to the show. But the thing is, like, I think if you're like that, like Trump side of people, as I was talking about, like the woman I was debating, obviously well-to-do. If you own a yacht, you're fucking well-to-do.
Yeah.
And one of the big reasons why they are for him now is because of things like this. The new healthcare bill, pretty much tax cut for the rich. About 23 million Americans will lose their healthcare, and it actually stated in the bill that the rich are getting reparations
Wow. For what?
for having to pay in.
What?
I know, reparations. But when a black person mentions reparations,
Right.
people are like, fuck that happened a long time ago, you're not getting shit, I hate you, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. And they're usually talking about free college. They're not talking about taking money out of your pocket, they're talking
Right.
about fucking free college. But you're like, no, fuck them. But the rich are getting reparations. They don't. And the thing is, like, of Obamacare, not great. It's not. Could be a lot better.
Yeah.
But this new bill is actually going to make Obamacare look great.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's so bad. I don't know. I don't understand why so many of these people kind of back that side.
But they don't, is the thing. Like, I don't get it, because that's another thing. Like, everyone I've talked to, even my really devout Republican friends I've talked to about, they're like, no, I don't like this new bill. Because they even see it. They're like, yeah, the rich get richer, poor stay poor.
And die.
Yeah, you have to pay so much more if you don't make this amount of money. It's like, they see it. Who's backing it?
I almost think it's a whole like bandwagon type thing. Like
Bandwagon,
one
like
person.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, like a bunch of people together, and so many of them are Republicans or for Trump and all that. And some of the other people might feel like they have to be like that, so they agree with all those things.
They're really good about, like, staying on their own side, though. Like, that's where we suck.
Yeah, exactly.
As Democrats, like, you know, like, or the liberals, whatever you want to say, like, our side really sucks. We don't hang together at all.
Yeah.
All that stuff with, like, Nancy Pelosi that came out, people were like, well, I don't really know. I didn't really pay attention to her that much. It's like, fucking
Or Stephen Colbert.
stand up for your side. Yeah, or Bill Maher, or, you know, any of those people. Even Kathy Griffin, for God's sakes. I don't agree with it, but we should stand up for that. Well, I guess I did. But, like, have you guys heard about Trump saying that Obama choked on, because he knew about the Russian hacking in 2015, late 2015. He started getting daily briefings about it in September 2016. And Trump is, you know, he choked and blah, blah, blah. He should have.
Trump or Obama choked?
Trump says that
Trump.
Obama choked.
Yeah, okay.
And Obama should have said more, he should have done more to fight. And a lot of Democrats are saying the same thing, like, oh, Obama fucked up, blah, blah, blah. What's kind of funny about this is, though, Richard Painter, which is one of Bush's former advisor, W, not H.
Yeah.
And Charlie Sykes, both said, another noted Republican, they both said, yeah, but this is an issue that we need to stay bipartisan on. This is about America. It's not a battle of two sides. It doesn't matter what Obama did or didn't do. You can understand why he didn't get involved. And I think it's funny that you have Republicans who are, like, standing up more for our guy than we are.
I know.
Like, it's pathetic.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes you wonder what 10 years down the road, maybe less, the parties are going to be like.
I think, and in a way, too, like, the liberal side is, like, the side of, like, the I'm sorry side.
Yeah.
That's all we do is apologize and fucking. And that's gotta change.
I know.
It's gotta be, you know what? No. I said fuck extremists. You know? Like,
yeah.
And there should be nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Right.
Like, the whole there's actually, I can't remember his name. He was actually on Bill Maher this weekend. This Muslim guy who he's calling out extremists. He's like, going after them and trying to bring attention to where they're at and how many there actually are, and that we need to go after them and blah blah blah. There is a bunch of liberals who are trying to get him shut down.
Why?
I know.
Oh my god.
It's Muslim hate.
Oh
No,
my
this
god.
is exactly what we've been asking
It's
for, you
extremist
stupid
hate.
fucks.
It is extremist hate. There is a difference.
Yeah, it's not like he's running around punching Muslim children.
Right. And
like Super Mario.
I don't get any extremist of any kind is bad.
Yeah.
Especially the libtards. Because there's a difference between being a liberal and a libtard.
No, there's not a good form of extremism.
No.
I mean, well, I take that back. Deep throating. But I mean,
There's never time of extremism.
it's a good one.
It is
One of the few. I just don't. I don't get how, and I guess my thing too is like, as a liberal, you would have to be against these extremists, and in some ways, I feel like you would probably have to be against the Muslim religion in a way, not fully, but like the more traditional, like because if they were white, if they were just white people living by those same laws, or like, for instance, in Britain, in fucking the UK, when just Muslims were asked how many of them thought like gay marriages and actions and all that are acceptable and should be legal and whatever, 47% said yes.
Right.
So 53 said no, they should go to jail for that.
Yeah.
These are just Muslims. These aren't extremists.
Right.
But if they were white, liberals and like like they'd be like, nah, fuck you, you're this is for freedom of, sexuality and blah blah blah, and you're just spouting hate speech. But because they're brown, they don't want to jump on
And
that.
you know what I find really interesting is that the Liberal Party is like kind of like you said, we're the sorry, want to defend, want to mend your broken heart thing, but all the people who are dying from radical Islam,
Yeah.
what happened to them? Why aren't they defending them?
Yeah, I know.
They're so eager to defend people, so why don't you do something about the problem?
Yeah, that's the biggest.
You're defending the people who are hurting other people.
No, exactly.
So,
because of the color of their skin.
Yeah, and because they're the minority.
Which, by the way, do you find that like kind of racist?
I would find it a little bit insulting, to be honest.
Right.
Like, what I don't really need your help.
That's
like don't help me if you're not gonna help my white friend here.
Yeah, that's like literally being caught raping a child and someone being like, and you're like, fuck, I'm fucked, and they come, oh, that's a guy, don't worry about it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, no, don't look at that. I mean, look at the action I'm doing.
Right.
Like,
well, and it's like, do you? I would see it as, so I'm brown, so I need to be babied.
That's exactly how.
When
my
white friend, what about him? He's actually suffering from whatever. Insert suffrage here.
Right. He's getting too much money back from Trump.
So it's like, well, he's actually in trouble, and you're not helping him. But I get a paper cut, and you're sucking the poison out.
Yeah. Or like think about the Muslims who aren't doing anything.
Right.
And they're or they're calling out the extremists, and you've got liberals being like, "Oh, fuck you! You need to stop." Like, well, fuck it, I'll just blow your ass up. I tried.
Man, I tell you what, it would be a tough time to be a Muslim because I'd be more radicalized than anything.
After a while, because you get kind of irritated.
Yeah.
Like,
well, fuck you then.
Yeah.
Maybe they're onto something.
You think they think the same thing about us as a whole then? Like, as we look at Muslims as, well, not personally us, but...
watch your words.
There's a lot of people that look at Muslims as all extremists, and
I'm sure.
You think they look at us the same way?
Of course. But I do love the fact that you actually did touch on something. I think it's something that Cody and I never bring up because we don't even think about it that way. But that is true. There's a lot of people who think all Muslims are extremists.
There are.
Oh, yeah.
Pathetic. And I'm like, no. That's not.
Only about half of them. No, I'm kidding.
I think it's really only about 10%.
Try like
It's
3%.
I was gonna say, like, even that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not very big at all, but
Although that number,
we look at it as a whole, and then we see it. We perceive it as a larger threat than it actually is.
But do you really think it's only 3%? I only say that because it's growing. Like, and it seems pretty quickly because they're popping up more and more. Southeast Asia.
you're 100. Like that was one of those things I found really interesting about that. I wish I knew his name. The guy that was on Bill Maher on Friday. Because he thinks, that we undershoot a lot.
Yeah.
He was talking about the 4 attacks that happened in England. Let me see if I have the exact numbers here while I'm talking. But he was saying that UK intelligence is like, well, we can only watch. We can only watch 3,000 people who have extremist ties and might be extremists, and they're like, we really need to actually watch about 23,000 people. Yeah. And those are the core, but they have a lot of sympathizers, and the sympathizers should be watched as well, because maybe the sympathizer isn't going to be one who does anything, but they'll help them.
Right.
They'll bring someone in.
Or not stop them.
Yeah, and they said, and he said by his estimation, and listen, it's by him, not by anything, but he said that's about triple that amount. So you take the 23,000, turn it to about 66,000, 69,000, somewhere in that range, out of 4 million people.
Yeah.
That's not 3%.
No, it's not.
And he's like, people don't want to acknowledge that, but it's a real problem.
And that's why I say, obviously we're not those people who say that all Muslims are extremists, but at a certain time you kind of have to think, there's a decent amount that are.
No, I think...
And that's why I swear to God, I've been called an Islamophobe more times this last year, I think, than I ever have been. Even in my days as a Republican.
You're still fighting the mountain to get to me, okay?
Because, I bring up the point that, if you take 10% of 100, 10 people, but that's still a good chunk of the people. Now you take 10% of 69,000. Yeah, you still got 6,900. That's still a lot of people. There is a legitimate reason to be a little trepidatious.
And I like the fact that, as that one guy was saying, and then how many people actually agree with what that's
right,
and take that number,
right,
and that's a huge number.
Because it's not just the people who are officially ISIS, if that's what you want to call it,
or the brutal version of that.
I mean, there are sympathizers. There are. And not, like I said, not even sympathize, just people who won't do anything about it. You're as bad as the people who help them.
I think so, to an extent. I
mean, if you're aware of something and you do nothing to stop it, I still put that blood on your hands.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was just thinking, in a hypothetical, if we were captured by a ring of Amazonian women who were going to snooze to us to death.
I was just thinking that.
And we happen to escape. Would we be, in trouble for not helping the other ones? But I was saying, I'd probably just tell the cops and then come back and stop them,
right?
So I guess that throws my whole future on this scenario out the window. But no, you are right, and I think a lot of it too comes down to the fact that they'll house these people.
Mm-hmm.
And and I've seen it time and time again. Trust me, I am a fucking liberal. I've seen all the good Muslims, and I've seen all of the amazing things that they do and the hardships that they go through. But as much as we don't want to talk about it, as much as we sit there and we deny, how much of this is a refugee thing?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate to fucking.
I know.
I'm one of those people who's but just. For calling other people out when they're wrong, I'm going to say the same thing. I'm not saying I'm wrong right now.
But also, again, how much of that is America's fault? The refugee problem. I mean, if you're going to be radicalized, I don't want to say I can't blame you, but I can see where it would come from. You're bombing the homes of people
100%.
Who either their home is already halfway destroyed, they don't have a home. You know what I mean? Like, you're taking refugees and making it that much worse for them.
Well, it's kind of like
I can see why you'd hate America.
it's kind of like we're hanging out here in America, and Canada and Mexico start hating America, and we know it's happening, and then our own government starts bombing us,
Right.
and then we run to the borders of Canada, and they're like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
You would be like, well, fuck it, I'm on these guys' side now. I'm gonna fucking hate these. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it takes it's an incredible endurance and like duality of man for them to live in those kind of environment where they could just switch to the other side like that and they'd be fine, but they still like won't. I respect that wholeheartedly, but the number of it is
and just how easily they could be.
Yeah. I mean, and in America it's completely different, 100%. Like Jim Jeffries was saying, like it took him, and he's rich, and he wanted to make that point, I'm rich, and it took him 2 years to become a citizen.
Yeah.
Like all the background checks, all the, so it's not like in America, we don't have that problem, and we wouldn't.
No.
Even if we allowed refugees over, we still wouldn't have that problem. Because, we're good at dealing with people. We throw them in camps for a while.
Right, exactly.
Where they get to think.
Yeah. Work.
Yeah. Good old Jewish game. Hey, want to change topics just a little bit, but not too far off kilter. Would you guys vote for Stephen Colbert?
Yes. For what?
President?
Yes. I sure as shit would.
I think I would too.
I don't even have to think about that one.
Like, well, Jon Stewart's his VP. I'll vote for him.
That'd be kind of cool.
Did you see where he's gonna run?
Yeah.
Where's he gonna run at?
I wish I had a
what was that for? What joke was made that you had to do?
What's he gonna run for? Or where's he gonna run at?
Oh.
Come on, what do you think?
We just kind of said.
President.
He's actually gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought that was just...
In 2020, he's running.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh, sure. But, okay. Is he really for sure?
I don't know.
That's the only reason why I was asking.
Kanye said he was going to as well.
Oh, fuck.
And I'd vote for him as well.
Oh,
fuck no.
If he's on the Democrat,
actually, alright, I take that back. He probably would be better than Trump.
Well, yeah.
I
mean, if it's against
I don't know
Trump,
to think about it, he'll be good, and it will be against Trump. So it's like whoever it is.
I'd vote for a goat over Trump.
No, exactly. I would vote for Gabe's penis over Trump.
Yeah.
It's got bigger
Come on,
hands.
Blaze.
How much bigger your penis has hands?
No, for real. Like, if Colbert runs, I'll vote for him. No doubt. I will fake an alibi so that I can vote for him multiple times.
Right. I think he would blow him away.
Oh, me too.
I mean,
me too. I think he'd blow. Honestly, I think he'd blow just about anyone away on the Democrat side too.
Oh,
I don't.
Aside from Bernie or Elizabeth Warren, because those two.
Oh my God! Could you imagine
get a lot of respect.
if like Elizabeth Warren ran with Colbert? Okay, so wait.
That would be an automatic win because you'd be like, okay, you got the coolness of Stephen Colbert and the
and like you've at least got the Democratic nomination right there.
For sure.
For sure. Even Bernie wouldn't stand a chance against that.
Probably not.
So let me ask you a question.
Elizabeth, like you said, Elizabeth Warren is such a beast in that.
Let me ask you, Bernie or Colbert?
Oh, Bernie. I mean, it happened.
Really? See, I'd go Colbert.
I mean, we'd never have to deal with it, but I'd definitely say Bernie because I mean, Colbert is. I think he's a good option to nobody or to like. To someone that's not Warren or Sanders, but like Bernie is obviously like he's the guy that should be there. I mean, he's Colbert's never dealt with any of this.
Well, and I tell you what, how old is Elizabeth Warren?
She's not very old. I think maybe 50s.
So like maybe we could get it so that Bernie and Elizabeth Warren, and then he probably wouldn't have a second term because he's kind of old. But maybe then we could have Colbert and Elizabeth Warren.
See, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the ticket should be Elizabeth Warren, VP, Bernie Sanders.
Really?
Because there's a lot of people who are going to be like, Bernie can't run for president because of his age.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, well let's throw him in VP then.
Exactly.
He's still
let's
there.
at least get him there. Get him in.
Cool.
Get some power. You know, I think that would be.
And
the
then
ticket that
assassinate
would win.
more.
But I don't know if they're even
God damn.
Good lord.
Yeah, the FBI on our ass.
I love Elizabeth.
Yeah, but I like Bernie more. Sacrifices have to be made.
You know what's interesting, by the way?
What's that?
That you bring it up. Bernie and Hillary voted like 95% of the same. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like the people that love Bernie, like the hardcore, and they're like, I don't know about Hillary. Like you're literally voting for someone who votes the same way. You know.
Did you hear? By the way, talking about assassination, did you hear that Johnny Depp was joking about assassinating Trump?
Oh, no
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, he was like, when was the last time that an actor assassinated a president? And I was thinking back, I was like, Abraham Lincoln, I think was the last one.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of been a while, but also kind of not been a while.
There's a lot of talk about like that. Like I don't know. Do you guys watch the Jim Jeffries show?
No, I haven't
You
seen
should.
it yet.
Anyone who's a big fan of Jim Jeffries, watch his show. It's fucking great, and it's gonna be. I pray it won't be like legit. It's like the best show, but no one watched it, so it didn't pick up. But he did a whole thing on killing Trump.
Oh, God.
I know, like, that's why it's so great. But he's like, okay, there's only been like 2 successful assassinations.
Abraham Lincoln and JFK?
Yeah, well, and no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I went to the wrong place. There's only been 2 successful impeachments.
Oh.
And
Abraham Lincoln and JFK?
Clinton,
Right.
Yeah, dude.
who actually finished out his term.
I was gonna say-
I forgot that he did.
Okay, so is it really technically a successful impeachment if he finishes out his term? Because the whole point of impeachment is getting them out of there.
Right, and see,
So I don't think I'd consider that
I
successful.
kind of
wouldn't
don't
either.
either, but it's the only one that it's like one of the only ones that actually ever stuck.
Nixon.
They tried to no, he resigned before. he
Oh
was
yeah, that's
impeached.
right. Yeah.
But even if you get impeached, then they have to do a process where they kick you out.
Oh really?
You can be impeached and stay president. I didn't know there was another process.
I didn't either.
Where then you need like 66% of the House to vote on something, which is never going to happen because Democrats are the minority.
So I guess it would be a successful impeachment.
But he's like, if you don't want Trump to be president, I would vote more on death. And he started like all the assassinations, all the presidents that got sick, all of them that died, you know, like
Yeah.
8 more times likely to die.
And he's just
than
got bad health.
impeached. Oh, he's got horrible health. Yeah, and I mean, that was part of his point.
Yeah.
The guy eats fried chicken and
Yeah.
ice cream, and he's like 70 something, and he's fat as fuck.
And he drives over the greens at a golf course.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
The what?
He drove over the greens on a golf course in his golf cart.
Yeah, supposed to.
No.
No.
That's like
no.
that's sacrilegious on a golf course. I'm not a golf fan.
You're been golfing?
What?
Have you ever been golfing?
Yeah, I hate it.
That's fun.
It is
No.
fun.
As
It's
Mark-
fun as fuck.
As Mark Twain said, golf is a good walk ruined. And I hate golf.
Really?
Yeah.
I love golfing. It's fun as hell. I mean, I don't think I would do it now, but my young.
But I mean, the point of it is,
I'm like 34. I'm like, I'm too old to do this.
but yeah, the point of it is you're not supposed to do that. And you did it.
He's like, I'm president. I can do whatever I want.
Mhm.
Well, how come when Johnny Knoxville does it, nobody says anything, but when Trump does it,
Because he probably pays for it afterwards.
well, yeah, he's also flipping it.
Yeah, he actually pays for
Crashing
it.
into people.
He's doing cool stuff.
Trump's like, hey, you're paying for that shit.
I bet
When he
Trump's,
says you, he means Americans.
I bet Trump's
Yeah.
a really shitty golfer.
I
don't
bet
know.
he is.
I feel like he does it a lot, but he's still a shitty golfer. I don't know either way. I'm just speculating.
This is probably him. He tees off,
Yeah, I mean,
Hooks
like,
way.
you just kind of
He's
see him.
probably
And
not
then
like one of those guys who
walks
like,
up to the
throws
green
the ball
Mhm.
for him. You know?
rides up to the green right by the hole and drops the ball in. Hole in one.
Yeah, I mean, I
No,
can,
see, I bet you there's a guy that does it who he doesn't actually know.
That stands like off to the
He
side.
probably thinks he's a good golfer,
Mhm.
but he's got like a guy. He hits it, it goes way into like the brush or whatever.
But
And
really
he
there's
walks up, he throws it up. Oh, Mr. Trump, good
Ooh,
fucking.
yeah. I don't know. I could just see him as the type who golfs a lot, but just still sucks.
Oh,
He's like Jerry from Rick and Morty.
with a gut in his way all the time, he'd have to be.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
I don't
That's
know.
like moving an 80-pound bag of shit.
Yeah. That's all he is. He is just a bag of shit.
Well, to be fair, a lot of us are.
No, I
It's
just...
all right here.
No, I'm clean now.
No,
Just as of about an hour ago, I'm good.
that's good.
Yeah.
He started doing them coffee enemas.
Yeah. I mean,
Also known as Gabe's cock.
Yes.
Mine was more natural, sure, but
Yeah, it's
Gabe
all
pulls
natural.
back and he's got like a little ape
Hey.
looking hat on his helmet. And he's like, what the fuck?
So just way off topic, but I have to ask: have you guys seen the new season of Orange Is the New Black yet?
Yeah, I finished.
No.
Really? Okay. What did you think of it?
I thought it started out phenomenal, and then I don't know, it kind of
I liked
broke apart
Well,
for me.
I don't think it broke apart. I like where it's going. You said coffee, and it just reminded me that they were snorting the coffee.
Oh, yeah,
and,
they got
stuff, and I was like,
What the
oh,
fuck? They're storing coffee
They're
grounds?
storing-
yeah, because they were like trying to stay awake and everything. Oh, but I like where it's going. I'm glad that I'm not gonna say who, but that someone died. And if you're like, oh, you said someone died, like, are you really that surprised? Like, it is Orange Is the New Black. Someone dies every
Who
season.
died?
That one person. Remember?
It's been out for a while now.
Piscatella?
Which one is that?
Guard, the really
Oh,
abusive guard.
He died?
Yeah, he got shot in the head, remember? At the very end.
Okay, see, I couldn't tell if he got shot or if they hit him with like a beanbag or something.
Both, well, kind of both, because they had the pepper bullets that you're supposed to shoot up to the ceiling. And
Yeah.
but since the guard said, he was like, I aimed at the ceiling, but he's so tall that it hit him right in the head.
Okay, I
and
missed
killed
that
him.
part.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of feel bad for him.
I don't.
Well,
I mean, I get where he comes for a little bit. I was talking to my friend. I was like, towards the end, I kind of started to feel bad that he died because, like, he seemed like he was going to be a good guy. But then I also kind of remembered all the shit that he did.
But like,
I was like,
his
nah,
whole,
fuck him.
His whole like, I don't know why he got bad, like kind of evil and hated.
I know.
Like his backstory.
I know. I felt bad about that. And I guess at the end, he did kind of. He was telling what's her nuts, Diaz. I think it was Diaz who was holding the gun to him.
I don't know their names that well, to be honest.
I can't remember.
I like the show, but I don't.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but he was like, "No, you don't want to become like me. If you kill me, it will just become like me." I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's not an awful guy.
No,
He
I
was
mean,
a fag, but he's not an awful guy.
he loves the dick. No, he did too.
Oh,
Like
but-
that was the whole thing. Speaking of those shows, I've gotten an alarming amount of people who have said, "Oh, I can't wait till you and Cody can get back in and start talking about Game of Thrones."
oh my god, me too.
This started like a month ago, and I'm like,
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't know we ever really talked about like.
Yeah, we talked a lot
There's
about
that
it.
one point where we talked about it.
But you know what? That makes me happy because that means that we've had solid fan base for that long.
That's a good point.
It's been and like they've stuck around.
Yeah, I mean, because it's been over for.
It's for a while.
It's like almost over a year.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
been-
So like people have stuck around, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
I will say this though, we used to watch Game of Thrones like together, and it was a.
It was
thing.
romantic.
And I
Cuddle
felt
up on the fire.
Candles, roses everywhere. I'm
Really
glad I was
aggressive
not
You're my Tyrion.
involved.
But I don't know if that will continue
Why?
because I'm not a faggot, and I don't like no.
How
That was so
Logistics of it might actually be kind of difficult.
so?
Well, we had HBO access
yeah.
where we could both hang out, and now
No,
we
but
don't.
we have the fire stick.
I suppose. Well, yeah, but
I mean, we'll
you
have
don't know
time.
my woman.
But that's true. I do though.
Like sneaking that. Well, and you don't know the situation. Like the area that we hang out that we
Yeah.
can hang out together.
Yeah.
Somebody also hangs out there who might not be cool with us putting that into their TV. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
What?
I think it's worth an ask. I think it's
yeah.
definitely worth an ask, but I'm just saying like that. And we obviously won't be able to do it, like the time frame will be a little off.
Right.
You know.
You know what we may have to end up doing? We may just end up having to go to your house.
Yeah.
And just when it comes on,
Like Mondays.
yeah, watch it.
And then yeah,
I mean,
that works. I mean, obviously a lot of people. You know what's funny though?
what?
I'm not that excited about this season.
I gotta be honest, me either. Like, no, I mean, I am excited for it, but not pumped up like I was the last season. Because the funny thing is, I got into Game of Thrones so late, I think this last season was the only new season I've experienced.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe the one before, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think it was just this last season. And I was super pumped up for it because we'd watched everything else together. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And it was a great season. Pissed me off how it ended, but...
I didn't think it was I don't know. Like, there was some amazing
Hold
moments.
the Door broke my heart.
Hodor was really bad. There was some amazing moments of, like the big battle between Ramsay and Jon
and you
Snow.
know, I gotta be honest. I am actually more excited for the spin-offs than I am this next season.
Me too, yeah.
I'm really excited for the one about Baratheon. I think it's about Baratheon.
Well,
right?
here's the thing. And I was actually going to send this story to Gabe or something as just a kind of a one-off kind of thing. They're doing 5, but they're only probably going to keep 1.
Oh, what?
I know.
Really?
Why?
I know. That's where
That's bullshit.
I'm like, there's so much more you can do.
Or are they doing
I tell you what.
one at a time?
I don't know. I mean, I think...
I doubt. Well, is it by the same producers?
No.
Okay.
They see, and that was another thing in the article, like D.B. Weiss and, what's his nuts? The other guy. I don't know why I can never remember the other guy. He probably does more work than me. But, they're going to be involved, but not attached.
And see, I'm gonna say that if it can only be one, I want either the one about Baratheon or the Morning Star? Is that his name?
The Morning Sword?
Yeah, Morning Sword.
Yeah.
One of those.
Well, I think what it's gonna be is more in line with that. Like both of them. Because it'll be a prequel.
Okay.
So maybe back to when like Ned was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing.
Or at least younger.
Or at least
because he wasn't really a kid so much in that time.
I mean, he was young.
He was kind of like a teenager, maybe 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he was... Well, and those... The ages are so hard to figure out. Because, like, you read the book, Daenerys... Like, currently, if you're watching the show, Daenerys is currently, like, 17 or 18. And you're like, wait, you mean when Khal Drogo was, like, raping her? Yeah, she was, like, 13, 14.
God.
Yeah, they were also young. Like, Jon Snow was, like, 14 or something when it started.
Really?
Yeah, but in the show, he's probably like 25.
Right.
You know, like, he's a hairy motherfucker with, yeah.
He's a sexy motherfucker. Come on, am I wrong? Kit Harington is an attractive man.
Yeah, he's alright.
Oh, what? He talks to you with that accent. My pants
You
just
might
drop.
get turned on by
I mean,
it.
mine just drop.
I know that's how you feel. I'm pretty much... I'm into the redhead. Not Sansa.
Sansa got hot too, though.
Sansa did.
Oh my god.
Shit. Hey, speaking of Game of Thrones real quick, does it bother you that now everyone knows Jon Snow's real name?
I don't. Wait,
see, you
really?
should, because I actually shared a meme
I didn't see it.
naming his name.
I thought Jon Snow was his real name.
No, it's Jaehaerys Targaryen. It came
Really?
out in a week. Yeah, like that's his real name.
Targaryen is... Oh, he is a Targaryen, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
You wonder, like, is that gonna...
I wonder if they'll mention that in the next season.
Well, I'm sure it's how that leaked.
Probably.
Is. But you wonder, like, is that gonna come out? Like, is Daenerys and Jon gonna join? Like
Maybe.
that blood thicker than water kind of thing.
Or the bone. Blood will be really thick.
Depends what type of blood it is.
Right. Ugh. Man, I would hate...
Her dead eggs coming out.
I would hate to
all
be...
burned and...
I'd hate to be around her at that point. Like, she has a dragon at her control. Be like, fuck you. Just burn a city.
Her old rotten womb.
Right? Ugh.
Everyone just like call her like flamethrower womb. See, if you don't watch the show, you don't get what I'm saying. But
Right.
she has one fucking destroyed
One hell of a
womb.
snatch.
Her like fucking mutant kid of all burnt.
Oh, I have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, that was really early on. That was like season 1.
Yeah.
There's like her womb's all fucked up because of the dragon thing.
Because of
dragon
Drago.
blood.
Khal Drogo.
He just fucking opened it up.
He really fucked up that womb.
This mutant kid comes out and he's got this giant dent in his forehead.
Oh, shit.
He's got a mushroom stamp literally.
Comes out,
in
he's
his
just
forehead.
he's ripped and he has like this nice beard, but he's all retarded. Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
It looks like an infant punched him in the skull.
Shit. Well, on that note, moving on.
Good stuff.
So are there any shows being requested to talk about, or movies? Because they mentioned Game of Thrones. Is there anything else they're like, hey, we need to catch up on?
I haven't really heard anything personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't really. I mean, there'll be stuff here and there, like because every now and then we just go off on like TV and whatever, and someone will be like, "Oh, you should watch," like Gods of America. I've heard that a lot.
I don't think I've even heard about that one.
It looks good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a show.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I read the description. I thought it sounded pretty good.
Yeah, like go back. I saw like 10 minutes. Somebody hooked me up with this Fire Stick thing that had some like a cool program on it, but it was all fucked up. So I tried to watch the show and it was just like all skipping and whatever. So I haven't tried to watch since then. And that was a while back.
Gotcha.
But it looked good. But it like I don't know. It's weird. It was about the Viking god, but it was like back in the I don't know. It was really.
That could be cool though.
It really could be. Really, really bloody.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like, the kind where, like, they would chop them and, like, the entire body would go flying apart.
Oh, God.
Nice.
It's maybe a bit excessive.
They're Vikings.
Yeah. Speaking of which...
Vikings
But it's not all about
excessive.
Vikings. I mean, it changes to, like, different gods.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I sold For Honor?
You sold it?
I did.
Why did you
Didn't
sell
you
it?
just get that like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well,
A
like
month.
a month ago, but yeah.
I got bored with it. It doesn't have replay value to me.
It does online.
Nah.
That's the fun.
And see, like, I've even heard that online it doesn't.
Oh, no, it's fun online. Like, unless you suck. Like, if you're not good at it.
Right.
Obviously. But that's like getting Call of Duty and, like, not playing the online.
Yeah.
Yeah. You play the story, it takes you like 2 hours to complete, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Then you're like, what do I do now? Yeah, I mean,
Pay $60 for nothing.
like the full game of it, yeah, it's totally.
And really, even online nowadays with Call of Duty, there's nothing to it.
Well, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's all about who can hit the button the fastest.
Yeah.
I can't wait for fucking Modern Warfare.
Oh, I know.
Whenever that, I know you already have it, but
No
for
comment on it.
all of us that
It
don't
brings
wanna
back the
pay
good old
$80.
days.
Yeah, I know.
I'm ready for
I
it.
used to
I
play
thought it
the
was supposed
fuck
to
out
come
of
out
it.
by
I bought, when it first was out, I bought, I don't know how many copies of that game. I had one for the computer, had one for the Xbox, one for something else.
You need to get on PlayStation, buddy.
I know. I don't ever play any games anymore.
Yeah, but then you could play. And you should get online.
Buy me a
Yeah.
That's the
PS4.
best. That's the best way to play it is like online.
I'm working on that.
Buy you a PS4.
Yeah.
Mr. Moneybags. I think
Come on, no sleep. I have faith in you.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should have made the right decision to begin with. We all had a decision.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
got PS4, Xbox One.
I wasn't in this decision.
So many-
no, you were in the decision.
You were in
just on
this.
the wrong
You just
side.
made
of
the
it.
wrong choice.
Me and him made
I
the
know
right
it's
choice.
sad. We should have made the right one.
PlayStation is just the way to go, dude.
Yeah.
Always has been. Well, except for
No.
the original Xbox.
Well, and see, I don't know because like I think 360 was better than PS3.
See, like
Oh,
I enjoy like some certain racing games like Forza.
Forza
Love
kicked ass.
Forza, and they don't have it on PlayStation. So that being
Yeah.
one game that I know that I was going to be playing for a while, and
Yeah, but
once in a while I do still play it.
they have Gran Turismo that will never get released.
yeah,
Literally,
Yeah, see, I never
like that was
got
it was
into
supposed to
that.
be like one of the games that dropped with the PS4. It still hasn't come
I,
out.
I think they
It's
forgot
been
about
out
it.
for a while too.
yeah, it's been years.
They probably forgot about it. And at this point, they're like, well,
It's
maybe
like sitting on some
maybe
shelf
people-
collecting dust.
No one gives two
Oh
shits.
fuck! this
maybe
whole
people have
project?
just forgotten that we didn't release it, so let's not release it, and then everyone will be like, well, it's about fucking time. Because we're not hearing anything now, so...
Well, and I think
Play
like,
safe.
Need for Speed came out and like, fuck.
I love Need for
We
Speed.
should have done it that way. Yeah, Need for Speed.
Kicks ass. My
A
favorite.
game?
Yeah, I love Need for Speed.
I didn't know they made a game.
What?
They have a bunch of games.
There's like
Oh,
Need
Need,
for
for
Speed.
Speed.
there's more Need
Oh,
for
I'm sorry, I
Speeds
thought
than
you-
warts on your dick.
I thought you
No.
said Need for Speed.
No, never mind. I remember like the old ones. I didn't know they came out with a new one though.
Tons of
Oh my god, they have
Really?
Underground, Burnout, Most Wanted 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I remember like Most Wanted, Underground,
Revenge.
and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't know they came out with any like recent.
My
yeah,
favorite
there's like
one.
2 on my PS4.
My
Really?
favorite. Wait, you can get them on the PS4?
Yeah.
Can you get Most Wanted 2?
Probably. I'm trying to remember which one I
That's
have on
my favorite
PS4.
one. Was Most Wanted 2 because that's
Most
the one.
Wanted 2 is the
That's the
fucking
one
shit.
with the blacklist where you can like work your way up.
No, it's not that one.
Damn, that was my favorite one.
Most Wanted
I
2 and Underground 2.
See, I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
like Underground.
Really?
Yeah,
I fucking love
or
it.
no, I liked Underground. It was the drag
There's a
racing
lot of
one.
customization.
It was the drag racing
I
one that I
agree with
didn't
you on
like.
that one.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the hang of it. It was just like the controls were kind of weird. And I don't know. Underground, I remember I did like, but Most Wanted was my favorite. Although I still think
I think
that-
it's just called Need for Speed.
what?
It's that one.
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
I know,
Oh,
but
so
I'm
that's
saying
the
that's,
original.
isn't that?
That's the PS4.
That's not the original.
No.
That's the new one.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like, is that based off of that movie that they made?
Did they make it?
It almost kind of looks like, yeah, they made a Need for Speed movie. I heard they were coming out with another one.
Maybe.
But
But,
that kind of looks like
It
the,
had Aaron Paul in it.
yeah.
Man, I tell you what, this is super making me reminisce. Like I remember sitting in my parents' basement and playing Most Wanted for like just
Fucking
all
hours on
night.
end.
Such a great-
Because I finally got to the point where
Is that the one with Avenged Sevenfold on the soundtrack?
yeah, they have
Blinded in Chains, I think?
yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Oh, I know. And it's funny because I'd be playing that and I'd also have my Avenged Sevenfold out, the City of Evil album or any of them really. And whenever that song would come on, I'd like pause the stereo so I could listen to that song, even though they don't have the full song on there, which pissed me off. But I had a room, an actual room upstairs. Really cool. It was like half of the wall was blue, half of it was orange. A bunch of Bronco decor. It was tight, but
Oh.
for whatever reason, hey, by the way, I saw a poll that shows the Chiefs have the worst fans. So suck my dick.
Hey, I'm not
And
gonna lie.
so-
Chiefs do have fucking pretty bad fans.
Yeah, I know you're one of them.
I am not
And so-
one of them.
But then downstairs, I just had like this shitty sleeping bag in my gaming chair that I'd use as a pillow. But I was so adamant about sleeping downstairs. I just liked it so much better, and they finally let me in. Boy, I tell you what, I lost a lot of sleep playing games all night.
God damn.
I tell you.
Definitely could get
I've-
that. Actually, as you were talking, I was looking at Need for Speed Underground 3 should be released like in a month or
Really?
so.
I didn't know
What?
there was a second one.
Just said
No,
for,
that's what I just saw.
for PS4.
Underground 2?
No, we were talking about Most Wanted, I thought.
Oh, we're talking.
I didn't know there was a second Underground. I only played the
Yeah.
first because the
Wait,
first
The
one,
first one did suck.
the first no
Kind of.
no the first one is the one with the green car on it, right? The bright neon. Remember?
I'm trying to remember.
Because I think that's the one I liked. It was the drag racing one. I think
wanna
the
say
drag
that
racing
was
one
the
was the
second.
only one that I did not like.
Maybe the
I
second
gotta
one
agree
had
with
the Lancer, maybe.
Need for Speed 2 or Underground 2 had the green car.
Let me see.
Like
Underground 2, yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
And
Okay,
that's one.
Underground
The
2.
one
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Underground 1 is the one that I never played.
Yeah.
Underground 2 is. And I remember my favorite song on Underground 2 was Riders on the Storm.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Was it Pro Street that sucked?
Let me see the cover of it.
I never played that one.
Yep, that's it.
That's
the drag racing.
I thought
one.
I remember that one sucking.
Yep, that is the drag racing one, and it, like
Wait,
it
let me
wasn't
see
it wasn't just drag racing, but it was like
Oh,
you
yeah.
had. I remember it was really
It was
wonky.
more like track based.
Yeah, and like you had to get so good at these ones to progress.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where I couldn't beat it. I'm like, fuck
Right
this.
there with you.
And I couldn't
I
unlock
remember that.
anything else because I couldn't get more money because I couldn't win. I'm like, I'm just stuck. So I don't.
Kind of sucked.
And plus, that one had some detail. Like, you know, in the other ones, you can adjust your torque and stuff like that. I got the hang of that. But in that one, there were some things I didn't get.
Like I'm not enough of a gearhead to get this.
Yeah, no, me neither. And I tell you what, I think I've learned more from Need for Speed about torque
Oh,
and horsepower
me
and
too,
stuff
yeah.
than any, like, in real life.
Like my dad could even try and teach me stuff. I'm like, I
Like, Need for Speed is what taught me what torque was, taught me how horsepower. I'm telling you, it.
So I wouldn't even
See,
need
that's
to
how
do
Forza
this.
was with me. There's so many adjustments and shit on there. You got complete tuning
and like
setups.
having to balance it
like,
out.
I just didn't like that.
Everything from
Forza,
tire pressure to fucking your gear ratios and all that.
I just didn't like that. Like Forza and Gran Turismo don't have a story.
I know. Well, I
Like
tell you
I
what.
like the story. Like that keeps me going.
Hey, you know what? Actually, like the Horizon games, they do kind of have a little bit of a story.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, the
The
Horizon
thing
games.
I don't like about Forza though is it's hard to control the car.
Yeah, they're too.
I mean, like, and no, I
That's
mean like
Gran Turismo.
have you ever played LA Noire?
I love LA Noire.
Me too.
One of the greatest games.
Me
ever.
too, but you know how hard it is to drive in that game?
Oh, yeah.
That's like Forza. It's impossible. I'll like take a turn, I'll just gently
Just
touch
a
the
little
joystick, and I'm like spinning out. I'm like,
well, when you take your weight reduction to fucking like 0, you take all your other extra seats out and shit, and then you put
nah, see, fuck that. I don't
600 pounds of torque on
I don't wanna
there.
have
What
to
do you
deal with that.
expect in rear-wheel drive?
I want to go back to Most Wanted, where I could slap a new engine in there and it automatically adjusts to what it's supposed to be.
Oh,
I don't want to have to worry about taking seats out.
Alright, I need to adjust my tire pressure from...
I don't have to worry about having...
And then my front tire pressure, and then camber them out to...
I'm with Cody on this.
I don't want to have to worry about shifting my dick to the left so that I turn a little bit better.
Right.
You know what I
Your
mean?
dick to the left,
Like-
just did that pussy right.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, come on. Like, it's
How
so
do you
fucking
remember?
sensitive.
Yeah, you need to play the new one though.
What?
The
New-
PS4 one.
What, Need for Speed?
Mhm.
Really? Did you download it?
Yeah, I did.
Of course you
I know. I don't buy. I don't
blame
I'm
you.
not letting
hobby
you play it.
I typically buy the games because I'm not sure how much storage I have on my PS4, and I'm not sure how to tell.
It's still. You know how to tell?
Mm-mm.
Just go to settings, and then I believe you can just see like storage actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says storage right there.
And like,
You'll have to go there a lot at some point.
yeah, and like my thing is I don't want to have to end up deleting games.
You still have to. Like whenever you have a disc, it still takes up the exact same.
How much storage is on
Oh,
it?
really?
Anyway?
Yeah. Like for instance, I have the disc of Final Fantasy 15. I had it down. You know, you're almost able to play pretty quick off the bat, but as you're playing, it's like downloading into it.
Right. Yeah.
And like I recently had to delete it. Like off.
So you have to delete your memory and stuff.
No, the memory stays, but just the game installed itself.
Oh well, how do
It's
you?
how...
Oh, okay. So you can uninstall without losing your So like if you were to start playing it again, your memory would still be there.
Oh yeah, your memory's still there.
Oh,
Well, it's like
you're gonna have to tell me how to do that.
I've got a catalog of like 200 or 300 PS4 games. Most of them are not installed.
Because I had thought that, like, once you uninstall the game, you uninstall the memory too.
No, it still stays. Like it
Oh,
goes, and you can actually it's like really easy. Once you just like go to the game itself and you delete it, there's another spot you can go. Like it's actually harder to delete your saves. You have to actually look for.
It's in like a cache file.
Is it just
Yeah.
So to uninstall, is it just on that bar right there when you first open it up, and it opens up like TV, disc game, couple downloads?
Yeah. Go all the way over. Go to the settings.
Because I think I still have
storage,
Far Cry on there.
and then go all the way down, and then like find your game, hit start on it, and then a box will come up. You check it and delete.
Yeah,
it.
where it's like the boxes of the game. Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, like
you know.
Yeah.
everything you've done on it will still be there.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good
there's
to
so
know.
many games that like I'll be like, oh, I'm not really playing NBA 2K17, so I'll delete it. I re-download it, and it still has like the same like where I left off at.
I'm with you though. I prefer to get like disc versions.
Here's my pro.
Just because, and I only do it if I'm not completely sure on the game.
Well, and plus,
Like,
then,
how long am I gonna play it? You know,
like my
before it gets
internet's
boring?
kind of
Here's-
shoddy.
or am I? If I'm gonna play
I
it for a
respect
long
what you're
time, then yeah, I will.
But like my
Well-
internet's kind of shoddy, so sometimes it just goes out, and if I lose that, then I can't play if it's downloaded.
Yeah.
So
My thing is like, well, I think like the Need for Speed game, for instance, like I'll go to the marketplace and it'll be like, oh, with PSN plus.
save like $15 or so.
Yeah, 15,
Yeah.
$20, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Yeah, I'll just, like, I don't think I've paid full price for a game
Yeah,
in, like, forever.
that's what I need to get.
Like Horizon, you know, that new game that came out,
Yeah.
like, that big sandbox game that everyone's talking about? I got it for, like, $25.
Nice.
And still, like, $55 at
Yeah.
GameStop or whatever.
That's what I
Anyway.
need to get.
That's probably enough.
Yeah, right, sorry.
Up on video games, and I apologize.
I learned a lot.
There's a whole bunch of just, hey, let's just talk about video games.
Well,
And
we gotta kind of appease everybody.
I suppose it's right.
Not everybody likes to listen to politics all the time.
You know, like most of the people though, like as soon as we start getting into this, they're like, alright.
Yeah, right. So if you're still with us,
then you're the small, minute group
thanks, Peggy.
that has a PS4 and
Peggy's the real trooper.
yeah, it's all about
She's
Peggy.
probably out like looking to buy these games.
Yeah.
Like, wow, these are really just so cool. That's how I imagine she talks too, by the
I
way.
need to join Jay's guild. Anyway, I think that does it for us. We actually had some stuff to go over, but
I guess we're gonna be going over that another time.
yeah, we kind of plowed through it. Thanks a lot.
Distracted.
We love you.
Peace.